Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? I'm kind of pissed at Luke Johnson right now. And it's definitely a case of just, of me shooting the messenger. And I like Luke. Liked him a long time. Luke, went to LSU. He's a Marine. Good dude. Great dude. Went to LSU, covered LSU. Now, NOLA.com covers the Saints. And Luke Johnson is reporting what I think we all probably feared, maybe assumed. But he's reporting that the Saints are likely to restructure Derek Carr's contract. Had to get that out. Derek Carr is set to count $35.7 million against the salary cap this coming season. And the Saints, because, Mickey Loomis does what Mickey Loomis does, and he has Kai Harley do his cap gymnastics, and we all sort of praise that, and it's great whenever you're trying to create space because you're trying to win a championship and you have a legitimate chance to do it. It's another when you're just applying for new credit cards so you can buy more crap that you don't need. That's just going to plunge you further into debt, but that's where the Saints are right now. So part of the Saints getting out of cap hell this year is apparently a restructure of Derek Carr's deal. And that would, for all intents and purposes, if it played out that way, commit the Saints to Derek Carr for at least 2 more seasons, 2024 and 2025. We don't have details of what the restructure would look like, but as of right now, and if I sound like I'm freaking depressed and sad, I am depressed and sad because I feared the Saints would do this, but I was hopeful that maybe they wouldn't. So the Saints this year, I've told you that they were financially bound to Derek Carr for at least one more year, the 24 season. So for all that, we're hoping that it might end this offseason. It won't. So Carr's current contract, his cap hit is $35.7 million for this coming season, but his dead cap number is 52.8, meaning if Derek Carr is on the Saints roster this year, he costs you $35.7 million. If he's not on the roster, he costs you 52.8. That's his dead cap number. So next year, his cap hit is 45.7. His dead cap number is 17.1. So essentially, after this season, you could cut, release, trade Derek Carr, whatever, and it would save you about $30 million if he wasn't on the roster in 2025. However, if they restructure that contract now, it essentially will commit you to Derek Carr financially for 2 more seasons, 24 and 25. And it certainly appears, according to Luke's reporting, that's what they're going to do. This sucks. It sucks. I hate it. I hated when they signed him last year. I hated watching him play all this season. And I feel like I always have to throw out this caveat that this is nothing personal. Derek Carr appears to be a great human being, a good man, a good husband, a good father, a good human, all the things that really matter when you live on planet Earth. All of those things. Check, 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 and that's great. It's vastly more important than what you do on a football field. However, what I do here is talk about sports. And one of the teams that I talk about is the Saints, whom I happen to love. And as the Saints starting quarterback, I loathe Derek Carr. We've done the Emperor of Empty Yards bit. You don't have to play the horn. It's okay. We all know what he is. He is the thing that I have been saying since the day they signed him. He is an average at his best. At his very best, he borders on the top 10 in the NFL, but he is not even near what his best once was. He is at his best right now, a mid-level quarterback in the NFL. Every subjective and objective metric we looked at last offseason proved it or pointed to it, and everything you saw this year, his 10th season as an NFL starting quarterback, validated that. Derek Carr is not, nor will he ever be, elite. And if the Saints continue to throw resources behind him, all you are doing is continuing to delegitimize your organization. You are continuing to chain yourself to mediocrity as long as Derek Carr is your quarterback. And I get it. Drafting a quarterback is no guarantee that you're going to end up being great. You think the Panthers might be having second thoughts right now on Bryce Young? You think the Jets wish they had gone a different direction with Zach Wilson? How good might the Niners be if they didn't trade all those picks for Trey Lance? They're in the Super Bowl. How much better could they be? There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that if you draft a quarterback, you hit. But the guarantee that I have is as long as Derek Carr is your quarterback, you're not achieving anything of significance. You will exist in perpetual mediocrity, 7, 8, 9 wins. Maybe you luck up, win a bad division, and get bounced in the wild card round. But that's about the best you can hope for with him. And the Saints, with this decision, are saying, we're good with that. And I'm not. And I won't be. And so if you're sick of hearing me complain about Derek Carr after this season, I got bad news for you. You're going to hear it very likely now for at least 2 more years because they ain't firing me and the Saints are hitching their wagon to Derek Carr. So you're going to listen to me bitch about this guy for 2 more years because he stinks. Damn you, Luke Johnson, and your stupid report. Just as we're starting the show, you got to go ruin my day. And I was planning on talking about Alabama's OC Ryan Grubb going back to Seattle to be the Seahawks offensive coordinator potentially. I was ready to be rip-roaring and having a great time to start the show. Tap dancing on the ashes of the Alabama football program. And instead, Luke Johnson had that report. You couldn't have waited till like 6:15, Luke? Jerk. I'm not really mad at you, Luke. I'm just projecting right now. You're a great guy. But I hate your report today. Luke Johnson over at NOLA.com reporting the Saints are preparing to restructure Derek Carr's contract. It'll help him get within cap compliance, but it will financially hitch the Saints to Derek Carr for at least 2 more seasons. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.